Frustrated with massive AI models requiring heavy high-end GPUs just to write simple pieces of code? What if a tiny 3 billion parameter model can beat all those giants while running on a regular laptop? I'm talking about the VibeThinker 3B model, which is recently released and it is already beating major AI models in the benchmarks. And in this video, I have tested this model by building my own LeetCode Dominator dashboard, which will use this model locally, and for complex LeetCode problems, it will give you the full solution, the space-time complexity analysis, and also do the edge case analysis for you. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Build with AI series, where I cover local and free AI tools to build practical AI projects on consumer hardware. So first, let's cover what makes this new model so special. Unlike general chat-based model with just talk, this model is razor focused on hard reasoning tasks. So this model shines brightest when it is doing the mathematical coding or scientific related problems. And the best part is that this model is able to perform at par with major AI models like Q1 3.6 Plus, GLM5, Kimi K2.5, or even the closed source frontier AI from Google, which is Gemini 3 Pro. But there is a catch in this model that you need to know, that this is not trained on tool calling or agentic based programming. So you won't be able to use this model if you want to do some web searches, build autonomous coding agents, or building agentic frameworks. Instead, this model is highly recommended to be used on competitive programming problems like on LeetCode, where you can run this tool locally in background while you are solving some complex problems. And if you are confused why this model is achieved such a performance with just 3 billion parameters, the creators have explained a really cool idea behind it, which is parametric compression coverage. It is sounding complicated, but it is actually a very simple idea. They realize that the pure logic and the reasoning for solving any problem can be packed together into a single model, and you don't need a giant brain if you want to do some step-by-step math or just write a simple Python script. And because it is so focused on the multi-step reasoning, it is amazing at breaking complex problems into smaller tasks, following strict rules and constraints, fixing its own mistakes, and also double-checking its own answers. On flip side, the model will just have to answer some random trivia or have open domain knowledge, general purpose dialogue. All these need to be massive because they need a deeper understanding of language and facts. So general knowledge requires large amount of parameters, but strict logic does not. So this project, when they were upgrading the 1.5B to 3B, was not about just making another cheap model. They actually wanted to build a small model that can replace large scale models that are currently available. And to achieve this, they wanted to push the absolute boundaries of the small models by tweaking specific capabilities into their architecture. And if you look at the actual benchmark numbers of this model, on the IMO answer benchmark, it is able to perform 76.4%, which is actually at par with much larger models like Q1, Gemini, GLM, Kimi, or Claude Opus. The number of parameters in these competitors are ranging from 100 billion to even 500 billion parameters, while this newest VibeThinker model only has 3 billion. And if you use a special test time strategy to actually verify the answer, the score even jumps to 80.6%, which is actually beating the Claude Opus 4.5 model. So this is actually showing that this model can reach the performance range of much larger models like even the DeepSeek V3.2, which is scoring 78% lesser than the 80% that is VibeThinker able to achieve, while this model has 671 billion parameters in it. Even the GLM and the Kimi models have 701 trillion parameters, but still they are able to achieve just 81 and 82% score. So if we look at the comparison of the score versus the scale of the model, it is achieving almost the best score while having around 100 to 200 to 300 times lesser parameters. Even on the benchmarks on mathematics, coding, knowledge, and instruction following, it is having really strong results across all of these benchmarks, scoring almost 80-90% in all of these. And even on the unseen LeetCode weekly and bi-weekly contests, which it had never seen during the training of the model, it was able to score 123 out of 128, which is 96% acceptance rate. And this it is able to do on just the first attempt submissions. And again, if we compare the other models, the best score is achieved from GPT, which is 100%, while this VibeThinker model is able to beat its predecessor, which is GPT 5.2, and other frontier AI models like Q1, Kimi, Claude Opus, Claude Sonnet, Grok, or GLM. So now to use this model into my own project, I'm going to be downloading a compressed GGUF file from this, which enables me to download the model with the single file, which I can directly incorporate into my projects. If you go for the standard HF approach, you have to download all the model tensors, import 2-3 transformers libraries, but here I can just click on the download button and use this model with a single line of command with the help of Olama. And here you can select the quantization which you want. Let's say if you want to go for the best quantization, which is the 16-bit, you can download this file which has 6 GB of download size, and it will also require at least 8 GB of VRAM into your system. But if you have lesser amount of graphic card available, you can go for the lesser quantization. Like the least is a 2-bit quantization, which is just 1 GB big, which can easily run even on your CPU, but there will be some accuracy loss. If you don't know what this quantization means, here you can think the 16-bit as the memory that will be used by each number in the training network of the model. But if you remove some decimal places from all those numbers, the precision will be lost, but the model size will drop down dramatically. And we generally see that the performance is almost same if you go for the lower quantization as well. So for now, I'm going to go for the 4-bit quantization as I have 4 GB of VRAM available in my system, but you can also go for the lower or higher quantizations. So I'll just download this file, and next for my coding environment, I'm going to be using Google Antigravity. If you don't have it installed, just go to antigravity.google/download, and as usual, download the installer according to your platform. Next, I'm going to register that ggf file into my own system using Ulama. So if you don't have it installed, just go to ulama.com/download and download the installer according to your platform. Next, once you have Google Antigravity open, just go to the file menu and open any folder into your system that will act like a current project directory. Now once you download the ggf file, just keep that in the same folder here, and I'm going to register this model in Ulama using this custom model file, which will take the ggf file that I've kept in the same folder, set the temperature as 0.1, which is close to 0 as we want deterministic responses. So in any kind of use case, if you want the stable answers like these coding problems, you have to keep the temperature close to 0. But let's say if you want some creative answers from AI, you can set this close to 1 as well. Then in the system prompt, I'm going to give this instruction that you are an elite competitive programming AI. Provide the optimal solution, time, space, complexity, and unit tests. Do not use the think tags or internal monologue. Output the final answer directly, concisely, and format it beautifully in a markdown. So here, as I'm going to give it some LeetCode problems, I've defined such kind of instructions just so that it gives me a full explanation. And for a quick demo, it also has to give me this fast as I'm disabling the thinking tags, but you can remove these kind of lines if you want better accuracy, but it will take more time to generate the responses. And finally, I want the answers in a markdown file, which is just a text file, but it also has supports for some formattings like headings, icons, and all. Now to register this model into Ulama, you just need to run a simple query, which will create a new model called VibeThinker into my own system. So I'll just open the terminal by expanding this below pan here, and I'll paste this query here. So now it has passed the ggf file and registered it successfully into the Ulama directory. I can also confirm it by typing Ulama list here, and you will see that the VibeThinker latest is registered here. So now you can use this model as a direct chatbot, or you can integrate it in your Python projects as well. Now to build my dashboard, I built this app.py file, which will create an application named offline LeetCode Dominator with a lightning fast icon and a page layout as a white format. If you want it customized to a mobile phone, you can also keep this layout as centered, which will fit the entire dashboard in a vertical center format. Next, I'm going to check whether the Ulama model is registered here. First, I'm going to check the whole list of models in Ulama. And if there is any model which has the VibeThinker name in it, the return will be true for this function. Otherwise, I'll pass a false exception. So in case you get this exception, you need to ensure that Ulama is installed in your system and the VibeThinker model is also registered. Next, I'm going to make a sidebar in this dashboard which will have VibeThinker status. Then I'm going to check the status using this text status function. If Ulama is installed correctly, I will just say Ulama is connected in the sidebar. And if the model is also installed, I'll just say model is also ready. But if any of these are not true, first I will say model is missing or the Ulama is disconnected. Then once the sidebar status are ready, I'll just make a title for my dashboard, which is offline LeetCode Dominator, and a subtitle that it solves and analyzes algorithmic problems fully offline with local ggf execution. Then there will be a text area where user can paste their LeetCode problems with some example that you can paste the LeetCode to some problem like this. Then there will be a button of solve and analyze, and if the user clicks on it, first I will check whether they have given some prompt or not. This dot script will just remove all the white spaces from the prompt, and if there is no text left after removing the white spaces, I'll throw a warning that please paste a problem description before solving. Then if the Ulama is not running or the model is not installed, I'll throw this error that please ensure Ulama is active and the VibeThinker model is compiled. And if none of these conditions are there, I'll move on to solving the problem. First, there will be an info message that I'm analyzing the problem and generating the optimal solution. And then I'm going to stream the response that is given back by the model. Streaming just means that it will paste as the model is generating the text. Just like in ChatGPT, you see the text that is generated live and not just giving the full text block at the end. So we'll get the live generation with this stream response. I'm using the ulama.chat function with the model as VibeThinker. And in the user query, I'm going to pass on the user prompt that is given in the dashboard. Then stream will be true and I will be yielding all the responses that is given by this model. And in case of any error, I'm going to show that error on dashboard so we know exactly where the code failed. Then using Streamlit library, I'm going to write this stream response using this stream response function. Now everything is ready. We just need to launch this app.py using Streamlit library. So again, open the terminal and just run Streamlit run app.py here. So now the UI is launched, but I see that I'm getting an error that the model is missing because I just realized that the model in Ulama list was having VibeThinker latest, while in the script I had written just VibeThinker. So I'll just replace this model name here, save the file again, kill this terminal for now, open a new terminal and type that same Streamlit run query. And now I can see Ulama is connected and the model is also ready. And I can see the title and subtitle correctly generated. And now it is asking me to paste the LeetCode problem description here. As an example, I'm taking the 42 number problem, which is trapping rainwater, which is actually a hard difficulty problem on LeetCode. I've given the problem description, the first example of that problem, the ideal output of the problem, and the explanation why this output is correct. So once I've given this small description, I'll just click on solve and analyze. Now it is analyzing the problem and generating the optimal solution. So now it has given me the solution in this output.md file here, and I can actually check the intuition and the logic with step-by-step explanations. Then there is a final optimal Python implementation as well. Then there is a complexity analysis, like the time taken for this solution is order of n, which means it is a linear solution, and the space is order 1, which means it is taking constant space, and no additional data structures are used for the solution. Then finally, it has also given the report on all the edge cases that it has tested and whether it is generating the correct response or not. So it is able to give me a full report on the whole solution with all the sections that I defined in the initial instructions also given. You can modify the system instructions according to your need if you want some more explanations, or you can also remove some sections, let's say if you don't want to understand the logic and just want the Python code. So this was just a simple demo of solving a LeetCode problem. You can also use this in some other use cases which I have listed in this readme file, and you can also add some more features on top of this dashboard which are also mentioned in the readme file, which you can check in the description and pinned comments below. Let me know in comments if you have some suggestions for me to build more local AI projects, and follow the channel for more such AI builds, updates and workflows.